All right, we are going to talk about ascendants.
Yes, ascendants.
In Hong Kong.
Yes.
We compare paternity, the father side, with maternity, the mother side, yesterday. Today we talk about ascendants.
Yes.
All right? But ascendants, be careful, is not to be compared with descendants.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's the opposite, right? You mean talking about descendants like your relatives that follow you in your family.
The relatives follow
totally
you.
Different, totally
but
different.
ascendants is a different thing.
Yes.
Ascendants actually derive from ascending.
Yeah, that's a verb, to ascend, to rise.
To rise.
Yeah. So ascendant is to be in the condition of rising, of moving up in the world.
Yeah, but descendant is not somebody going down.
Descendant, yes. Well, yeah, it's double meaning, yes. There can be
normally, descendant means your offspring and the offspring of your offsprings and the offspring of your offspring and your offspring.
Yeah.
Ascendants, when we talk about rising, because when we talk about people or the family members older than us or way older than us, we use ancestor.
Ancestors are antecedents.
Yeah, antecedents.
Yeah.
So we don't use ascendants. So ascendants is a different meaning.
Right.
Has a different meaning. Has a different meaning.
So who is ascendant?
In Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong. Why do we do this today? I want to have a little shout out to a diplomat's ascendant. Because one of the things we do at Harbour Times is we work a lot with the diplomatic community. And it's been really interesting to see which diplomats are on the rise, which ones seem to be moving, kind of increasing their stature in Hong Kong, seem to be elevating the status of their countries within the diplomatic, government, social, political community. Yeah, who are the rising stars in Hong Kong? Over the last couple of years, a few, and there's a few, like for example, Poland, which you never really heard about until the last couple of years, has really, really started to, kind of move up in the world. Mexico.
All right.
Really making big strides. Chile is one over the last couple of years, really making a lot of noise. Yeah. Well, they just opened up the new bank here, and that's actually connected to the diplomatic scene a little bit. And India, I think, has really made some strides over the last year in particular. But I'll tell you what.
But we have a big Indian community here in Hong Kong.
Yes. However, the Indian community in Hong Kong is not like from India Indian community. I'll have a little segue, but they kind of split out into two groups. There are the Indian multinationals, which are like any other country. They've got some big companies here. They've got their expats here. They put their kids in the international schools. So, for example, Delia School of Canada, one of their key markets are the Indian multinationals. They come in with companies like Wipro and Infosys and Tata Steel and that, and they put their kids in those schools. But then you've got the other Indian community that has been here for 4 or 5 generations. Oh, yes. And their kids speak Cantonese, and they're well integrated in the local community, like the Indian Chamber of Commerce tends to be that group of people. And they're like local guys, effectively, right? And one indication of that is the Indian Chamber of Commerce has the right to stamp rules of origin, which, is the same as the Hong Kong General Chamber, Chinese manufacturers, all the old business organizations. And they qualify. They're like local guys, right? With a little Indian flavor. But, in terms of the Consul General of India, Poland, all these places I mentioned, what they all have in common are, I would argue, fairly youngish and vibrant and totally diplomats, Consul Generals that come in and just shake the place up. Right? And they're really, these people are just full of verve and life, and they get things like social media. The new Indian Consul General came in, and Prakash, and he just was like, social media, we're like the new India, and we got it handled.
All right.
And these people are very energetic, and they really, you see them in their countries that maybe you didn't think a lot about before, but they're very energetic, not only in being active in the community here, but also in drawing people from their country and explaining to them how important Hong Kong is.
This is good news. Because they're sending their high flyers.
Oh, yeah.
High flyers to Hong Kong. High flyers. Ascendants.
Ascendant, yes. Those who are ascendant within their diplomatic corps, and then they make their countries ascendant within the Hong Kong political, social community. And very exciting to see some of these countries, and they just have great people on the ground here now. And the good thing about them is that not only do they arrive, and they're all energetic and full of passion, but insofar as they have influence to choose who comes after them to fill the other positions, they tend to pick people like that.
All right. So read Harbour Times for the diplomatic ascendants.
Yeah, read it. Get on our website. Check out the Twitter, and you'll see who are the diplomats ascendant in Hong Kong.
Diplomat ascendants.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
You bet. Cheers.